All right, it says we are live. So hello. Okay. Sorry, I just pulled the card for today. How are we? Are we doing good? Is it a fantastic Friday? I hope so. It's my dad's birthday, so that makes it fantastic in a way. So I'm going to be baking yet again this evening. So yesterday we had a whole bunch of cooked pumpkin because that's one of the things we do. We buy a pumpkin for Halloween. We don't carve it, we paint it, then we wash off the paint, and then we bake it. And we use the pumpkin meat once it's cooked for pumpkin pies and such. So I was like, do you think we could maybe use our banana bread recipe and just sub out the bananas for pumpkin? Would it be good? So we essentially tried that, and it's pretty good. It's not at the same level as the banana bread recipe, so I think it may need a little bit of tweaking. But it's good. So yes, it's also definitely not as orange as some of the other pumpkin bread that I've seen. So I'm suspicious that somebody may be using like orange food gel, dye, coloring, whatever you call it. Starbucks. But it's very good. So I think the next time I make it, I maybe add milk. Because the recipe for banana bread doesn't need milk, just because the bananas are so moist. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of milk, tad bit more sugar, because again, the bananas like have their own sugar by the time that they are ripe and ready for banana bread, and the pumpkins don't quite have that much sugar in it. So I mean, I could leave it if I wanted to have it be a lighter taste. But yeah, so I'm thinking a little bit more milk, a little bit more sugar. But that might mean that I would have to cut down on the amount of pumpkin that's actually in it, just to keep the moisture content like doable. I don't know. We'll see. In other words, I'm going to play around with the recipe. It's good. You can do a direct substitute of your banana bread recipe just with pumpkin guts. But it may require a little tweaking, is what I'm telling you. That is the scientific results of the experiment from yesterday. It is plausible, but still needs work. But tonight we'll probably have some of Dad's favorites, which include making a cherry pie for dessert and making pierogi, which is sort of like a well, the recipe we have is apparently from a friend of the family when my grandfather was in World War II, a family that he stayed with. So essentially it's just like rice and meat and mushrooms and eggs and onions and just like wrapped in a giant pastry shell and baked, and then you serve it with sour cream, and it's delicious. Plus my grandmother has like the best flaky pie crust recipe, so that's always what we use. So the combination of those two is like so yes, traditional Dad's birthday dinner is pierogi and cherry pie. So that's what we will be making. I'll be assisting in the kitchen, so that neither my mom nor myself has to do it just by our loneliness. So that is what we were having for dinner, in case you wanted to know, absolutely needed to know what our dinner menu is going to be tonight. Nobody asked. Maggie says, hello, Maggie. And Becca is here and says, hi, hello. And Kai is here. Hello. You can only stay for an hour today as you're going to the cinema. Ooh, what are you going to be seeing? So you're probably going to be spending the time sorting notes and organizing. Excellent. CB is here. Hello. And Devin is here. Howdy. And Jessica is here. Hello, everyone. Hello. And Maggie says, what are you going to see, Kai? Yes, exactly. What are you going to see? We're all nosy. We are all going to live vicariously through you. And Jessica says, you have a head cold today. Oh no, but you have so much to get done. That's always like the feeling of like when you start to feel the sickness and you're like, no, but I've got XYZ that I need to get done. And so then you wear yourself out even more, trying to get all those things done before you get like fully down with cold. But in the end, we may be making it worse. I don't know. So Maggie says, it mostly works, but you need to add a little bit of fat or butter and extra flour. Okay. So I did add, I added, how much? Half cup of oil? Because that was what was in the banana bread recipe. And extra flour. I don't know. We'll have to play with it. But thank you for the suggestion. I didn't think about extra flour. So I might have to play around with it. But yes, it's very yummy. And of course, you can eat it plain by yourself or plain by itself. You can add butter onto the top, or you can add cream cheese onto the top. And all three is delicious. And yes, I've had all three since I baked it. And Charlie says, hey, hello. And what are you working on today, Charlie? Are you world building as always? Which secret project are you working on? And Jessica says, now I want to bake. Yes. You almost knocked your coffee cup over. Oh no. That's why I have my water on the opposite side of the desk from my, so hydration over here, laptop over here. Because yes, I have done this multiple times. And Christy is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. And Kai says you're going to see Nightmare Alley. Ooh. Nice. Maggie says yikes to Jessica's almost spill. Yes. Okay, there was something. I saw a trailer for something. What did I see? I was like, oh, this could be really cool. And I've forgotten the name of it. I need to start writing down the names of things I see trailers for. And I'm like, oh, this looks cool. Because I have no idea what it was. Of course, I could have dreamed it. Who knows? Charlie says, you are trying to write the blurb. Ooh, blurb writing for your new Vela series. And back to editing. Alrighty then. Well, hopefully we can get all of this good stuff done. And I'm going to be going back and forth between my notes down here and my notes up here, trying to mesh the outlines and make sure that I have the correct transitions and things. And just in general, sort of making sure that I have everything the way I want it to for, no, I do not want you to go full screen again. Thank you. There we go. So yes, so I'm going to be back and forth. And okay, so Kai says it's the new Guillermo del Toro film, but it has bad reviews. But sometimes aren't those like bad movies the best though? Like, don't you like, well, okay, maybe this is just me, but I generally do enjoy terrible movies. You know, I mean, I enjoy good movies as well, but there's something a little special about terrible movies. And they're like that. I don't know, the like stuffed animal that no longer really has its fluff left, or it's like missing an ear, but you still love it. You still love it, and nobody can convince you to let it go. So Maggie says, I keep my coffee mug a foot away from your laptop. That didn't work out for you last month when, oh no, the kitten, Demon Fluffball Kitten and Agent Mayhem Puppy played chase around the desk. Oh no. Oh no. CB says, my desk is to the left and slightly behind me, and that's where you put your mason jar where you have your drink. Gotcha. Oops. Uh-oh. Hopefully that was not a spill. Oops. Jessica says, you have your coffee cup sitting in a window, so no harm done. Okay, good. Good. CB says, you're going to the cinema on the 27th of February to see The Godfather because it's the 50th anniversary. Nice. Is it really the 50th anniversary? Yeah. Yes, it is. And Maggie says, ooh, Charlie, blurb. Procrastination perks its ears. So Maggie's apparently willing to critique or read or be your extra eyes. That is so true. Yes. Yes. Del Toro either for the crappy movies. Yes. Del Toro has either amazing films or trash fires. He never does anything in between. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Okay, but see, there's also movies that like the original Tremors, if anybody has seen this, with Kevin Bacon. Like, it is in some senses, it is a terrible movie. Terrible. But it's freaking amazing. And I love it. And no one can convince me that that is not a fantastic movie. Because it is so funny and amazing. So there you go. My bid for a terrible, awful, amazing movie, if you have not seen it, is Tremors with Kevin Bacon. It's also got Reba McEntire. Bert. Oh, Bert. It's amazing. It's amazing. CB says, everything was going great until you woke up to the awful news this morning. Uh-oh. What was the awful news? Uh-oh. Charlie says, Maggie, yes, you have 2 of them to write, one for the fantasy series and one for the space opera. Yes. Okay, good. I'm not alone. Yay. Yay. It's supposed to be bad. I know, but it's so good. It's so bad that it is so good. Yes. Okay. I'm going to stop fangirling over the Terminators. Good Lord. That one's another one that's both good and bad. Yes. Meatloaf passed away. Oh no. That is sad. Tremors is everything. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who has seen this movie and enjoyed it thoroughly. CB says your bid for a terrible, awful movie is Dogma. Ah, okay. Yes, it's another one of those terrible, awful, amazing, wonderful movies. Yes. Jessica says, I think you watched Tremors with your brother when you were 12. Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. CB, you need to see Tremors. You need to see Tremors. You should definitely see Tremors. So Maggie says, I love Dogma. Dogma is good. Yes. Yes. There are so many good and terrible, awful movies at the same time. Like, they're so amazing. All right. Let's do the warm-up. All right. We have this all set up now. So make sure that you save your document if you've already been working this morning, or make sure that you pull it up if you haven't already been working. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. I have a full glass of water by my side. 3, make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break or a snack, did I show you? I did not show you. I'm sorry. We're going to pause. I did not show you the card for today. The card is the White Raven Spirit, which is trusting in the magic, meaning that you are doing fine, you are doing the right things, and things will turn out fine. Always a good card. So, yes, that is our card. So I've done our 4 reminders. Okay, so here we go. 15-minute warm-up sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, how was that? That was, I think, a decent start for me. Let's see how many. About 269. So not fantastic, but I will take it. So yeah, that was a good start, I think. I hope. I am getting a little warm though, so our area is supposed to go much colder tonight, and so I think my dad, he mentioned that he might knock the temperature up 1 degree to get the house sort of like internally warmed for the weather. So I think he might have done that, and now I'm beginning to sweat. So I might have to change for a lighter shirt instead of a sweater. But yes, okay. So I put in the chat a little bit more of the White Raven meaning, trusting in the magic, coincidences have meaning, paying attention to patterns and synchronicity, trust in yourself and in the universe. So that was your message from the White Raven for today. Kate says, you're stuck in work nonsense today, but you have to leave a like. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Happy writing, editing, and productivity, everybody. Yes. And Charlie sent Maggie a note on Discord. And Maggie says, yes, procrastivity is your choice today. Procrastinating on writing, but being productive on your side projects. Yes. And some days we just have to take that because either way you're getting something done. Jessica says, I can't remember my characters' names. Oh no. Yes, well, and that's partly what I think it's because I haven't decided on character names yet, so they're a little bit malleable, shall we say. And so I don't have a hard and fast name for a lot of my characters. Christina is here. Hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes. Fantastic Friday, TGIF, all of the Friday things. Kai says to Jessica, it is sometimes, you sometimes forget certain characters exist because they're only in one of the books and you feel an immense guilt. Yes, for forgetting one of your children. CB says 136 words. Yes. Jessica got 61 words and a refill on coffee. Speaking of coffee and hydration, I have not had a sip. And if you haven't either, take one. Jessica thinks the head cold won that sprint. Gotcha. Becca says, trying to write the TV pilot version of your book, but it's so hard to world build without inner thoughts. Yes. Thinking of narration, but that's so tricky and you don't want it to feel lazy. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you can hope that some of the world building comes across with either like costumes or setting, lighting, things like that. But yeah, there's definitely that's hard. I've not done it because it's hard, and I am terrified of trying to do things like that. Maybe eventually, but yeah, that is very, very difficult. Yes. Jenna says, hello all, going to crack 60K today. Yikes, that's a lot. So no matter what, on book 3, okay, so you are determined. Horrible morning. Oh no, you just want to use characters to help catharsis mode. Oh, well, hopefully we can help you with that. Happy Friday, yes, and take care of you, please. Yes, absolutely, you as well. Jessica says, to Kai, in my defense, I have 10 characters in this part of the story. Ah, okay, yes. Kai says, not being able to use inner thoughts and then having to show them subtly is one of the hardest things about screenplay. Yes, I can imagine this is the main difficulty. CB says, I have rearranged my hair in a Pepper Potts style bun. Time to get serious. Yes. definitely a struggle, yes. When it clicks and you figure out how, it's such a rush. Yes, I can imagine, because you just feel like I don't know, like you've leveled up, like you've gained a skill point or something in terms of gaming. Yes. All right. But since we have so many of us who are trying to get stuff done and some things to determine and get figured out, let's hop into the next sprint. I'm going to share, and 25 minutes. We're using HK timers again, as always, or as most of the time. All right, so don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip. Don't forget to straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check, and make sure that if you need a break or snack, you get one. Those are your reminders, and here we go. 25-minute Pomodoro sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. I forgot with the introduction of that sprint to let y'all know your reminders that that was the self-promo sprint. So if you have something to promote, go ahead and pop it in the chat so I can read it. Let's see. Where was I? I think I was on scene 7. So I got around 500 words that time, I think. I was popping back and forth a little bit, so it may be a little off. So somewhere between 400 and 500, I think. So not bad. Getting some work done. Making some progress. Always feels good. I did change from my sweater to a t-shirt because I was hot. Very much too warm. So, yeah. While y'all are putting in your self promos, I'm going to save my. There we go. It is saved. Goodness, of course. It's always like when you unmute, that's when you feel like you need to cough or sneeze or whatever. Always seems to be the case, doesn't it? We did have a couple people pop in. I saw that Shannon arrived. Hello. And B.A. Pascar is here. Hey, hey, y'all. Hello. How are you? And B.A. Pascar says, I'm doing okay. Hope all is well with you. All is doing pretty well. We're making progress. We're at least trying to make progress anyway. And so far it seems to be going okay today, which is, I'm not going to knock it. So, all right. I should have put a little star. I think CB was the top of our self-promo again, because CB is good for that. CB says, I have 32 one-shots and 1 novel that is under construction on Archive of Our Own under Pepperoni Fan 1982 and several videos on your YouTube page. Very nice. And Kai was headed out to go to the cinema, and you will let us know if it's bad or so bad that it's good. So excellent. I'm looking forward to your review. Devin has the playlist and the link tree. There we go. And Maggie says, I spent the whole sprint with Charlie on Discord. Always a fun place to be. So hopefully that went well. And Jessica says, 135, I'll take this round for a win for you. Yes. Yay, conquering the head cold. CB got 416 words. Excellent. Maggie says, here is my channel. Excellent. Good. And Becca says, I managed to write a couple of pages, and I'm hoping the world building is coming across. You're just going to write the draft and then worry about it at the edits. There you go. CB says, I don't have any suitable quotes for today. Oh, no. Okay. Heather, hello. Welcome. You wanted to come in and hit the like button. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. And Jenna got a nice 542. Excellent. Good job, you. I'm hoping that restructuring this outline and doing this more specific, I'm hoping it's going to work. We'll see. I keep saying that. And I don't know if I'm like lowering my expectations so that I will be pleasantly surprised later, or if I am just doubting myself too much, and or if I'm just like feeling that there's something not quite right. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. The scene you're writing is full of adult situations. Gotcha. All right. Well, let's go ahead, since we do seem to be making quite a bit of progress. Let's go ahead and just pop on another sprint and keep going to town. Although I might pop out to the kitchen and get some of that pumpkin bread. All right, so 1, don't forget to save. 2, don't forget to sip. I have about a third of the glass left. 2, no sip. Okay, 3, make sure you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! There we go. Sorry. I didn't quite catch the timing of that. There we go. Okay. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. I did wind up refilling my glass of water, and I did get a slice of the pumpkin bread, but I haven't eaten it yet. So let's see if I can show y'all without. So there's the, it looks more orange on camera than it is in regular lighting, but there is the pumpkin nut bread. So yeah, so that's what it looks like on the inside. I did post a picture of the top of the loaf when it came out of the oven to Instagram. So that was posted this sprint as well. I got about 100 words in that document and a very short 100 documents in there. So I got about 200 words. I said about 100 documents, didn't I? I got about 200 words total. I spent more of that time thinking, trying to figure out how I wanted to word and make things concise and etc. So progress, it does feel like progress, but definitely felt like that sprint was more distracted, more less productive in a way. So, but either way, it's still progress. I will take it. Maggie says, you are having so much fun with Charlie's blurbs over on the Discord. Yay, procrastinity. Yes. And Stacy arrived. Hello, thank you. And Maggie and Heather and Stevie helped report the robotic entity. Yes, so I think the more of us who do it better, yeah. Yep. And Jessica says 255, another win. Yay, making progress. Yay, indeed. Pumpkin bread sounds yummy. Yes, so on Instagram I rated it an 8 out of 10 because I still do want to play with the recipe a bit and get it to be a little bit more wonderful because I love the banana bread recipe that this is based on, and this is pretty close, but it's still not like it needs an extra little tweaking to be like the 10 out of 10 that the banana bread is. So Just Eva says, today is one giant distraction. I got some tweaks done to the outline and you are now eating lunch. Excellent. Yay for tweaks. And for eating, because eating is good for us. Charlie says, thanks, Maggie. Thanks to Maggie, I have blurbs for these stories now to finish setting everything up for release. Yay! And CB says, I'm going to make a New York cheesecake on Sunday. Ooh, nice. And BA worked on some photo edits. Excellent. Excellent. And Steve said, it's snowing out. You're going to cozy up in a chair by the window and go offline to write in a little bit. You're trying to push through those scenes that you're ready to be done with. Excellent. Yes. So we have some nice French doors that lead out to, I think they're technically French doors. That lead out to the backyard, and we have put a couple of bird feeders. So we have one bird feeder barn that has seed in it, and then we have a hanging suet block in the winter and hummingbird feeder in the warmer months. But the squirrels can get up on the pole that the suet block is on, and so then they just sit there and they eat giant chunks out of it, and then the birds don't get to have it. We bought it for the birds, not the squirrels, obviously. So we've greased the pole, but they still somehow can get up, and then they just sit there on the crossbar, and then they like reach down and they break off a piece of the suet block, and they're like, rah, rah, rah. So Every once in a while when I pass by the French doors, I'll see a squirrel up there, so I'll like yank the door open and go, hey. So then they'll run off a little bit. But now, because they've gotten used to that, they won't run off initially, so I have to like go walk out on the deck and get closer to them, and then they'll run off. At some point, they're just gonna like get used to us being like, hey, get off the darn block, and then they'll just stay there and eat the whole thing. At some point, I'm sure that will happen. But yeah, I think last winter we ended up putting hot sauce on the suet blocks. And it would stay for like a day or two. And then it would rain, and then the hot sauce would wash off. But we may have to go back to doing hot sauce, because the birds don't have that sensor for like spice, the heat spice. So yeah. Have I tried barking at them loudly? No, I have not. I can't say that I have. I'll have to put a collar on the pole. Yeah, that's probably. I wonder if our Tractor Supply company would have one that I could just like get and put on there. Maybe. I will have to look into that. Thanks for that suggestion. So, yes. All right, let me see where we were, because I lost my train of thought. Let's see. CB says, unfortunately, the site that you bookmarked your original recipe from for pumpkin bread? I think so. Or banana bread. And no longer has it. Oh no. That's sad. Megan says, hello. You've been working on your Cyrano deep dive. Excellent. You watched Cyrano yesterday and can't wait to share your opinions. I'm excited. Everything that you have revealed thus far just sounds really cool. So I am excited. And Eva is also excited for Charlie's blurbs and new stories. Heather says, I edited and sent a bio to the Locals writer group that you're part of. Nice. Maggie said, you're welcome, Charlie, and it was fun. And also, happy National Hug Day. Oh, very nice. I did not know, but now I do. Okay, so CB has a stream-friendly quote. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, Chapter 1, Playing Pilgrims. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents. Grumbled Joe, lying on the rug. I do not know why I had such a difficult time with Grumbled Joe, especially since my mom's middle name is Joe, spelled like this. I don't know why that was difficult. It just was. Jessica says, window seats are the coziest. Yes, as long as you have a blanket and your window does not leak cold air. So, 595 words for Shannon. Nice. Excellent. CB says that usually works when there's cats in your garden. Nice. Charlie said barking loudly. That's what that was for. Okay. So Charlie says, I've decided to release the space opera first, then the epic fantasy will continue. Nice. Heather says hi to Shannon. CB says, oh, for the New York cheesecake. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Just Eva says to Megan, you're ready to see the deep dive as well. Shannon says hi to Heather. And Megan says it's going to take a while to finish subtitling the video. Each act is about 7.5 minutes. That's a lot of words to say, but yes, it is. But you finished the video for acts 1 through 3. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, let's do another sprinty sprint. This will be our cool down sprint. And see if I can get the timer to the right time. Maybe. It's thinking about it. Let's see if it'll do. There we go. Okay. All right. 15 minutes for our cool down sprint. This will be our 4th sprint. We actually got to a 4th one today. Yay! So don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip. Make sure that you do a posture check. Straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. And 4, make sure that if you need a break or a snack, you do that. 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, that was the end of sprint number 4. I was reading through most of what I had already gotten done just to kind of make sure it flows okay. And so far I think it does. So that's good. And yeah, so did that, got a little bit more done. So not bad. Not bad at all. And I did finish the pumpkin bread that I had cut. So Jessica says, digital hugs for everyone because I'm sick and can't give real hugs. And then I found that this little icon, this one right here, is the hugging face, according to YouTube. So, hug. And so that's what I was saying. This is apparently the hugging face. So Jessica thought it was cute and sent lots of hugs for us. And Maggie says, thank you very much to Charlie. You didn't have to. I'm assuming that something happened between the two of them. And Jenna said, bad connection again today. Lol, sigh. I know I blipped for a moment, and that's just because apparently January, where I am, the ground is like wet. And also, I'm really hoping that the internet company and the power company is not messing with the nodes again, because I really don't want to have to buy yet another laptop. Charlie says to Maggie, fair is fair. Wanted to make sure you knew you were appreciated. Yes. CB says 212 words. Nice. Megan made decent progress on Act 4. Your boyfriend is bored, so he's counting the coins we've saved up. So I still have my coins bagged from when Mom did the Christmas coin stockings for the boys. And so I've got the different coins separated into bags, but I've not bothered to count them yet. So if your boyfriend wants, he can count mine too. Jenna says, really cold and not typing much, but lots of editing. There you go. Fair is fair. Yes. One way or another, we're going to be productive today. Jessica says 121. Guess it's time for food. Yes. Sounds right. All right. Since it is Friday, I think Michael is on next. But let me copy paste Devin's playlist for a much more accurate look at what is coming up for streams here on YouTube. So Devin's playlist is coming up in the chat. And don't forget that since today is Friday, Charlie is usually doing a stream. Charlie, are you streaming today as well? That's usually at 5 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch under CE Dorset. And it's always a fantastic time. So there is that. So I probably won't be there initially because I'm going to be doing the baking of Dad's birthday dinner and then having said birthday dinner. So I will not be there initially, but I will be hopefully popping in to do some more work this evening. So yay. All right. Well. Oh, okay, Megan. Yes, I do need to change. I need to change and update quite a few links in the chat. So now Megan has her custom URL for YouTube, and it's now just Megan McCarthy. So yay. You're welcome. You're welcome. All the huggies. And CB says, you remember the first time you went to Malaysia on your last day, you were all ready to leave. And when I was waiting for it to be time for us to head to the airport, I counted and separated coins for her. Oh. Heather didn't do much, but you made a very late lunch. I mean, you can't really do much of anything without food to fuel your brain. So there it is. All right. Well, thank you again for joining me, and I will be back. I do have next week's streams already scheduled, so you can put reminders on for those if you care to do so. My YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram are all the Dawdling Writer, and my Twitter, which I have not used in a while, is a Dawdling Writer. So if you care to follow me there, you can. All right. Thank you very much, and save your work before you go. Bye, y'all.